Today is the AFC Conference Championship against the Cleveland Browns. Welcome back to the Texas-only state challenge, where at the end of this regular season of Season 4, we were fighting, if you will, against the Cleveland Browns for the 1 seed, the first round bye. But indirectly, we didn't ever get a chance to play them. We just had 3 games left. They were 1 game above us. We won out. They lost one of their games, and we finished with the same record. But they were granted the first round bye. They've only had to play 1 playoff game. We've played 2. In those 2 games, we've scored 28 points and 35 points. In total, our defense has given up 17. So we are looking really hot, but we're going to need to play really hot. Trevor Lawrence, 39 touchdowns, 7 interceptions on the season, a little shy of 5,000 passing yards, but they have the number 1 offensive points per game, 7th in passing, 3rd in rushing. Their defense, a little bit lackluster until you get to the rushing game, which we just took on the 4th best team and ran just fine, but we're primarily a passing team, and their defense ranks 31st. So we have a clear path to victory. With our amazing defense taking on their amazing offense, it should be fun to watch. So, let's start watching it. For our first away game this postseason, we'll be starting on defense, arguably the most hot side of our team, as a flag comes down, play 1. Already some aggressive plays starting off, but that will cost them, backing them up, as they do have 3 superstar plus dev guys on offense. Gonna find one of them here, number 2, already erasing that first and long. That is Amari Cooper with the grab, about a 20-yard gain when they only needed 19. We do have 2 superstar plus guys ourselves down in the middle, as a nice run there from Najee Harris breaks through Mathis' tackle. We'll get 4 out of it. But we do have Ed Oliver and John Franklin Myers, who are all our superstar guys on defense, but it's one of the other guys who really got to push down the middle, but John Franklin Myers cleans it up with a sack. I want to say it was Poona Ford moving the pile, but it doesn't matter who. I'll take it. As Amenahu got flipped upside down, please don't give up another long. Okay, thank you. 4th and 2 after the 17-yard gain. Now, statistically, both Townsend and Lawrence actually were pretty dead even, so we'll see how these 2 quarterbacks fare today as we start off in empty. Pass rush coming in, we'll toss this one away. We did have Samson in the area, so no intentional grounding, but it will still be 2nd and 10. Another trips look up top, 1 receiver off the screen to the bottom. Mitchell throws up top, dropped by Duvernay, almost an interception. Looked like that ball bounced off the heel of the corner guy, and he almost caught it. 3rd and 10, another empty look. Will be a drop back pass. Obviously, it's empty, and we're not going with the quarterback draw with Townsend. Mike Evans breaks the tackle and up to the 45. We could get a conversion on a long situation as well. And I really like that the Cleveland Browns changed the midfield logo and that it's in Madden, because it looks so much better than just a gigantic orange helmet. Will be a pass here once again. Going to go to Cousins, the backup tight end. He'll get us 5. And as for the Cleveland defense, I'm only seeing 1 guy out there with a superstar dev trait, and that looks like their free safety, so keep an eye on him, see if he does anything big. Unfortunately, Townsend, though, off on that throw. Only 2 of 5 to start off with, which is kind of the opposite of what we've seen this postseason. He's been pretty dead accurate. 3rd and 5, going to need it here as he does find Samson, who's been just a first down menace for us. And as a rookie, that's all we could really ask for him. 2 receivers set up top here. Quick throw, going to go to Duvernay with a short catch, short gain, about 6 yards after the roll. And I can't remember if we've ran the ball yet. 2nd and 3rd would be a good time to do so. We do hand it off. Spiller trying to spin away, but a nice tackle there. Is that Van Der Esch? Pretty sure he's the only linebacker that wears 55 and has a neck pad. So a solid tackle there in the gap will bring a 3rd and 1. We come out with a I formation. Down the middle we go, and once again, a nice job by the... And they say 4th and inches. That should have been a first. Still a really good job either way by the linebacker, but a little home field advantage for the Cleveland Browns. But we're going for it either way. Andrew Ali checks in, has a cutback lane to the left-hand side. Can he get to the edge? Corner, takes a bad angle, trucks over the safety and down to the 9. A heck of a run there by Andrew Ali. And we'll jump back to the broadcast view to hopefully end this play here with a touchdown. 1st and goal at the 9 will be a pass. Townsend in the pocket. Pass rush is coming through. He's going to find Sampson. It'll be a gain of 1 rather than a gain of 6 points. And we'll then switch it up with a triple tight end look all the way up top. We go with a weak dive. Yeah, we do. Right down the middle, and Spiller down to the 1. Biggs versus Biggs here on 3rd and goal as we hand it off right down the middle, and look at that push. Spiller literally just laid down behind him. Heck of a job by the O-line. Both sides of the ball starting off pretty well today. Obviously, the stop on the first possession with the defense and the offense following up with a touchdown. I'd like to see that continue as they do get a gain of 7 on 1st down. Number 14 with the grab is Amari Rogers, something like that. It'll be a quick throw down to the bottom, and is that Njoku? If it is, he has the first. And it is Njoku with a 4-yard grab as they set up a 1st down here. Trips up top. Lawrence will go to the bottom, or more towards the middle. Najee Harris gets the grab, gain of 6. And I keep switching Taylor Lawrence with Lawrence Taylor. It's really annoying. But did Lawrence play against Najee Harris? I don't remember if they were in college at the same time or not. I feel like they were. I feel like they were in one of the national championships against each other. Could be wrong, though. 2 receivers up top with the fresh set of downs here close to midfield. Lawrence throws towards the top and dropped by Njoku. Perhaps he heard the footsteps of Mathis right behind him. As 2nd and 10. Under center Lawrence goes. 2 receivers down to the bottom, but they will stretch it. Najee has a gap and will run through JT Woods. Have to give Woods a little bit of credit there, at least slowing down Najee. We'll bring up a 3rd and 1. I formation, play action pass, and here comes Omenahu, not Omenahu, just kidding. That's John Franklin Myers with his 2nd, and that should be a punt. And indeed they do punt, so even a better kind of play, I guess you could say, for JT Woods, sacrificing himself, because you know Najee was going to run him over. But slowed him down, we get the sack on 3rd and 1, and now we're back on offense with a gain of about 9.5. Yeah, I'd say about 9.5 yards there. So we come out with a single back set. Townsend under center. We go with a stretch play. Spiller, can we get a solid... Yeah. Why did you cut back towards the middle, though, Spiller? If you just ran down the sideline, that might be 6. He doesn't have necessarily breakaway speed, but he has some good acceleration. I want to say up to 89 speed, so he possibly could have hit it deep. We go with a quick throw here. Sampson with a grab, about 4 or 5 yards. And their safety, who is the superstar, is Petrie. So nice to see some younger guys developing here in this series as we are in the 4th season. Throw across the middle, caught, Mike Evans. I believe that's actually Denzel Ward in coverage, but he doesn't have a superstar trait, which is surprising. Figured he would have. Guess he hasn't played all too well in this series as Spiller gets a gain of 5 on 1st down. Setting up 2nd and 5 with an empty look here. Townsend in the backfield, 2 down to the bottom, 3 up top. Sitting in the pocket, goes across the middle. Duvernay with the catch, not going to get away from Vander Esch, but does give us a 1st down. Sets us up just inside the 25 for another dive down the middle and cut towards the top that time, Spiller. Nice fill there from Vander Esch. So he's been averaging about 4 or 5 yards a carry the postseason. Not looking like that right now, unless he could break off a big run, but a solid run there makes it a more manageable 3rd. And with that previous run, does make his average look a little bit closer to about 3.5 yards as that one to the back of the end zone. Duvernay with a heck of a grab, a heck of a throw from Townsend as well. But that only where Duvernay was going to grab it, and he definitely did. For the 3rd straight game this postseason, we have opened up a double score lead, or a 2+ score lead, as Lawrence going to find Najee Harris down the seam. Nice throw, nice play in general. 7 of 8 on the day for Lawrence. He has trips up top. About a minute and a half on the clock, so they're working to go a little bit quicker here. And Njoku will get them 7. As they are in the hurry up. Will be a slightly different formation here on 2nd and 3, but they drop it, so I like it. Lennon actually knocks it free. Yet again, we'll force another 3rd and short. Do we get the stop again? We've done better on short distance downs in this game. They do go with the running back screen, and they will get the first. Donovan Wilson not able to fight through the block, but does at least get the stop fairly quickly. They're around midfield. Pass rush coming in, and another sack, this time Ed Oliver. Right down the middle. Pass rush has come to play today. Already 3 sacks, not even into the second half. As we're sitting about 50 seconds left on the board. Dump this one off as the backup running back. Well, about half the distance needed. So 3rd and 11. They got trips down to the bottom, 1 up top. Najee in the backfield will roll out. We got a pass rush coming again. Ed Oliver right down the middle. Back-to-back plays. With 36 seconds left on the clock here, I'm going to jump in here with the offense. Try to help us maybe get something out of this one. That pass, though, going out of bounds. You only have 2 timeouts left, and I don't trust Madden to call them correctly. So that's why I'm jumping out here, as we're going to go for our tight end, who breaks to the outside. Sampson can't quite tiptoe down the sideline, but we'll get a few extra yards, setting us up at the 46. Probably needing about another 20-ish yards for field goal attempt. But we obviously want more than that as we lob this one deep. Mike Evans on the run forces the DPI. Denzel Ward yet again getting beat. As we look to maybe go Sampson deep, although they cut that off pretty well. We'll dump this one off Mike Evans. We'll turn around, get close to the 1st, 2nd and inches. We'll call our 2nd timeout. 1 more remaining. Down at the 7. They only have 5 guys in the middle here. Try to set up a draw. Spiller down the middle. We'll fight down to about the 2. We'll call our last remaining timeout. Going for the end zone here. Who's going to break open? Sampson cuts to the outside. Can't squeeze it. Petrie with really good coverage as we'll go right back to it for one more play here. Duvernay across the middle. Another touchdown for him this postseason as we grab a 3-score lead. About 3 seconds, no 1 second left before half. And unfortunately, the simmed point after took us through halftime, so no idea who we'll be playing against, but as I look down to the bottom, it looks like it will be against either the New York Giants or the Chicago Bears. And if I remember correctly, Von Miller has not retired yet, so we potentially could have a bit of a revenge game after we traded him away not even through the first season. Granted, still need to get through this game, but we are sitting nice at the top of the 3rd quarter. With 3rd and 9, we are up 21-0 and getting a easy first down there. Mike Evans with about a 5-yard comfort room for that grab. And are we already going to start running some clock here? We come out with 3 tight ends down to the bottom. We're going to motion over Blackwell, look for a weak side dive here. At least that's what I would imagine we would run. It's exactly well, not exactly what we run. It's more of a weak side dive trap situation, or just trap. I guess dive doesn't really need to be in there. 2nd and 4, though. We have 3 up top, 1 down to the bottom. Townsend sits in the pocket. They only bring 4. We'll go Mike Evans' way once again with another first down. Vander Esch has been all over this field, though. And we might consider bringing in some backups as we get later on in this game if the score is still a wide margin. We've had a couple positions where some guys have been a little bit lower on fatigue, but nothing too bad. Offensively, I think some of the tackles, Spiller has been a little bit low, and Townsend has been a little bit low. So perhaps we could bring in some younger guys later, but there is also obviously the bye week for the Pro Bowl. So who knows? Maybe we'll see as this game moves along. Browns might be saving it for a 4th quarter comeback. You never quite know. They did almost give up a 4th quarter comeback to the Steelers in Week 18, where the Steelers scored 19 points to tie the game, send it into overtime before the Browns walked it off, sealing our fate as a wild card team. So you never know, the roles could be reversed here. They might try to come back, make this a thing late, but right now this offense is moving. 18 of 23 on the day for Townsend, looking really good. Running game also looking pretty good as well. 2nd and 4, sitting in the pocket, waiting, gonna wait some more, and that one through the hands of Kirk. Now 3rd and 4, they have about 7 guys in the box. I'd be okay with a pass play here. Looks like that's what it's going to be. Townsend, pass rush coming in, throws it late, and it's a field goal. Not really. 4th and 4, expect us to send out the field goal team though. And indeed we will send out the field goal team. Kicking from the 18 to be a 28-yarder. Justin Tucker makes it a 4-score game. Actually, a correction to that 4-score game. It's still a 3-score game to tie. If they want to take a lead, it would be 4 scores required. Just 3 touchdowns and all of them with 2-point conversions would tie this thing up. But they can't complete the pass on 1st down. 10 of 13 for 100 yards is Lawrence's day. 2nd and 10 though, be yet again another pass. Expect primarily pass for here on out as Matabuke is going to get back there for a sack, joining the party. As I mentioned at the end of last episode, just this defense is on fire, and I think they're our path to victory. The offense might not play as well in certain games, but if the defense continues to play this well, it's going to be hard for any team to overcome that. And speaking of overcoming, as they punt this one away, 50 likes and a win. Super Bowl tomorrow. It's all up to you guys, as we're up 24-0. Getting the ball back, not a great return. But all we really need to do is just run the clock out. Still have over a quarter left in this game, but Spiller, nice run down the middle, shucks off Van Der Esch. 15 carries, 61 yards, and I believe a touchdown on the day for Spiller. As we fake it to him here, play action pass. Will be a throw down to the bottom. Not going to be a catch there for Sampson. Into almost triple coverage, and still Sampson almost came away with it. 3rd and 2, we pull a guy and trip over said pulling guy. 4th and 3rd at the 34. We'll go ahead and punt this one away. But the question is, can this high-powered Browns offense score on our Texas-only defense? Lawrence will throw to the top, and Njoku fumbles. Terrell Bernard scoops it up. He doesn't trip over a defender, and instead he's in for 6. Well, that just might answer that question. Still, the Browns have yet to score on this defense. The defense has outscored the Browns offense. Well, Lawrence and his offense will have about a quarter left to try to tie our defense as a flag comes in here. Who jumped? That'll be on one of the offensive linemen of the Browns, backing them up 1st and 15. A quarter and 6 seconds remain as they go with a short throw here. We'll make it 2nd and 8. As we start the 4th quarter here, Lawrence has been accurate. There just hasn't been a whole lot of yards after the play. A lot of sacks as they almost get another here. Throws that one away late. Now this defense was really good in forcing turnovers this year, 4th in the NFL. And I don't feel like we forced a lot of turnovers today, despite obviously just having the forced fumble, scoop, and score. But I know we've gotten in the backfield quite a lot. Excited to see those stats at the end of this, or at the end of this series. As we do bring the blitz here, they do get it off to Najee, but not going to be a 1st down. Instead, just a gain of 6, although he did almost truck through 2 defenders. But it will be 2nd and 4 with 2 receivers down to the bottom, 1 up top. Lawrence in the backfield next to Najee with a quick throw. 1st down, caught 14, down to the 45. Granted, if they're going to try to find their way back into this game, they're going to need a lot more yardage than that. Down 31 points here. Sitting around midfield, Lawrence dumps it off once again to one of the running backs. Will be a gain of about 7. And it's those just short dump offs or the easy throws that have put them in this situation. Sometimes you just have to let that ball fly as another sack. John Franklin Myers has 3 on the day. This offensive line has just not been able to hold up. Just fantastic performance from this defense. 3rd and 17, pass rush coming in again. Lawrence gets rid of it. Drummond knocks it away. But I will give them credit, though. That time they did let the ball fly, and it was close. Maybe just about a yard too far behind. As I go down the field once again, does 13 hold on to it? Yes, he does. That's what I'm talking about. You got to let it fly, because plays like that will happen. Gallup gets them the first down to the 30, or slightly inside the 30, I would say. 1st and 10, 3 receivers up top. Lawrence, quick throw once again. Njoku, 2 yards. Under 4.5 minutes remain. It looks like we might bring the blitz here. Double A-gap look. And we do bring it. They throw quickly. Going to be a first down gain by Njoku inside the 15, mark down at the 13. Now starting to move with a little bit more pace. 2 receivers down to the bottom, 1 up top. Lawrence hands this one off, stuffed in the backfield. Not getting by John Franklin Myers. That dude is on fire today. We'll force a 2nd and 12. 2 receivers stacked down below, 1 up top. Will be thrown to one of those guys. I don't know what happened to Drummond on the play. A little slow to react. Gallup will get 7, 8. Maybe even more than that. Can't remember if it was a loss on 1st down. 3rd and 2 either way. We have a pass here from Lawrence. Across the middle. Njoku finally gets some points on the board. Unfortunately, Taylor Lewan injured on the play for the Cleveland Browns. But they'll tie up our defensive points with this made PAT. And it is through 31-7. And after a failed onside attempt, it's time to run out this clock. Richardson out there at quarterback, as we'll get down the middle here with Spiller, ready to just chew the clock. Don't know why Spiller was in, because I did tell Andrew Ali to head out there. I guess Spiller wanted one more run. So we'll let him get one more first down here. Hopefully, fingers crossed, as that should send us inside the 2-minute warning. As we snap the ball here, 1 second left on the play clock, fighting through Vander Esch. That is day done for Spiller. So Andrew Ali will come out here for cleanup duties. As we sit out in the I formation, head right down the middle. Nice tackle there from 34, gain of 3. Under 1 minute, 20 seconds now left. As we snap the ball once again, try to find some space. Ali really tried to be patient there, but not a whole lot of space ended up opening up. And for what should be the last play of this game, Pleasant checks in as we run a little bit of some read option. Richards ends up keeping it, trying to fight forward close to the 1st, and that is it. Game over, season over for the Cleveland Browns. Maybe you should have just given me the 1st round bye and I wouldn't have destroyed you as bad as we did in this game. 31-7 as we let the final few seconds tick off this clock, ready to head to our first Super Bowl appearance of this series, and if we win, the last. So we'll head off the field ready for a week of relaxation and recovery, as we just dominated across the board. Only allowed 13 rushing yards to a Najee Harris-led running back group. Trevor Lawrence under 200 throwing yards. Wow. Just an overall dominating performance by our defense. Our defensive play this postseason has just been nothing but domination. And we'll see if that continues with our next opponent. I'm really hoping it's going to be the New York Giants. So let's sim on over to Super Bowl week, and hopefully it will be them. And indeed it will be. The New York Giants and the Houston Texans will be your Super Bowl. A red, white, and blue Super Bowl, a 13-4 Super Bowl. We do have the edge in terms of overall. They have an 85 offense, we have an 87. They have an 83 defense, we have an 85. They have an 84 team, we have an 86 team. DK Metcalf is their top guy. He had over 1,200 receiving yards, 8 touchdowns. He'll be matched up most likely against Tyreek Woolen. Maybe we'll see a little bit of Drummond or Lennon if they move him around. But as we wrap out this episode, heading for the Super Bowl in the next one, make sure we're getting this video 50 likes and Super Bowls tomorrow. But we'll take a look at the yearly awards. MVP goes to Mac Jones of the Panthers. Townsend was down at 7. And Coach of the Year is Michael Strahan, your Texas-only head coach. As for the individual player awards, Chris Godwin won Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year was Myles Garrett. Offensive Rookie, Julian Caldwell. Defensive rookie, Demarius Gallery. Best quarterback was Trevor Lawrence. I think I called him Taylor Lawrence earlier in the episode, unless I cut that part out. But Townsend was second. Best running back, Jonathan Taylor. Isaiah Spiller was down at 8. Best receiver, Chris Godwin. Best O-line, Quentin Nelson, with Connor Williams at number 2. Best D-line was Myles Garrett. John Franklin Myers down at number 6. Best linebacker was Alex Highsmith. Best DB, Derwin James, with Christian Drummond at number 2. We had Donovan Wilson at number 6. And best kicker went to Grant Harden, with Justin Tucker down at 6 as well. So overall, not bad of a yearly awards standpoint. Could have been a little bit better. We won at least Michael Strahan, and we're close with a few other guys. But the Super Bowl will be next episode. Now again, as I record these all ahead of time, make sure they're available if you guys hit that 50 like goal. I don't know what day this video came out on. So if you get the like goal, 50, we obviously won. Super Bowl is tomorrow. If you don't, the Super Bowl episode will be out on the next Wednesday or Saturday, as those are the typical state-only challenge days. I also have the Commanders Replacement Squad series going, posted every Monday and Thursday. So a lot of content coming. Make sure you guys stick around, hit that subscription button, tick that bell icon, and most importantly, hit that like button for Super Bowl tomorrow. Until the next episode, wherever you guys decide that is, we'll see you later. Goodbye.
How it's supposed to feel.